and Leafscope. Could the Leafs' best skill hurt them tonight? With the game tied 1-1 after 2, who would win? And where do the Leafs need to find offense from? Welcome to Leafscope. I'm your host, Peter Bojarinov. Tonight, the Bruins led in the first and got a goal. The Leafs much better in the second and got a goal. But the Bruins, with another early power play goal in the third and an empty netter, win the game 3-1. Trending now. Phaneuf sucks. No, seriously, this is what people are tweeting. Phaneuf's a pylon. Really? Come on. He was great and solid for the first 119 minutes of the last two games. He's played over 52 minutes the last two nights. Tough to blame the guy, but people are, for the first goal and the last goal of the game. First goal, it's tough to blame anyone on a power play goal. But if you're going to, you might want to first blame the guy who made the penalty, Jay McClement. Then on the play, the Leafs lose the face-off. That's Smithson's fault. Bruins quickly cycle the puck on the play. Char creates a bit of interference on Phaneuf as he tries to go to the right side of Reimer. And by the time he gets there, he kind of reaches for Iginla, and Iginla goes around. Reimer, I don't know why, but goes way off of the post instead of being in on the post. And Iginla puts it behind, and Dion's a little too late to get Chara to who taps in the goal. Tough to blame anyone, but at the least you're probably not going to want to blame Dion. Again, on the empty net, yeah, maybe he was a little bit lackadaisical. He was quick. He was closer on the puck than Eriksson, but Eriksson quickly won the stick check, put it in front, and Bergeron scored instead of Franzen taking him. But who's to blame? Again, Phaneuf's a solid player. I can't say he's a pylon, that's for sure. He's a pretty good guy. Time for the Rocks and Stars. Let's go, of course, with the Rocks. First one, the penalty killing. Ouch. Usually a good aspect of the Leafs game. Tonight, it wasn't. Only 3 power plays for the Bruins, and they score on 2 of them. So it was a pretty bad night. Of course, McClement wasn't on the ice for either one of the goals. Second, again, the pairing of Ranger and Fraser are just not working together. First off, there was a chance when the Bruins just kept on cycling the puck for over 2.5 minutes in their own zone. That was more because Ranger just easily lost his stick, which wasn't even broken, off McClement, who was just skating by. With bad communication, he could have at least told somebody, grab my stick, get me my stick, but he didn't. So Bruins cycle the puck and Ranger doesn't have a stick. Kulemin sees this, gives Ranger a stick, and then Kulemin doesn't have a stick. So that leads to Hamilton going around Kulemin easily and getting another opportunity. All of this on 2.5 ice time of minutes, where Ranger, all he had to do was communicate and tell them my stick isn't really broken, or do something else. But that was just rough. As well, the second power play goal, Ranger just falls on Reimer. I don't know why, and Fraser doesn't take Bergeron in front of the net. Again, that's more of bad communication between the two, and sometimes they just look lost together. The Leafs offense, just pretty invisible all over tonight. Didn't see much from anyone. I really think the Leafs should just focus on getting more shots in the net instead of always looking for that perfect play, especially on the power play or even on regular plays. They need more shots in the net and a little more traffic. Second period was pretty good with good cycle play and some good plays, but that needs to be more consistent. And the few stars. James Reimer with another solid game, other than him swimming off the post on that first power play goal by the Bruins. He was really good on his rebounds, very few of them, and had a good solid game with 31 saves. Also, Joffrey Lupul. He led the play a lot tonight offensively, a rare guy in the offense tonight, and led the game with 8 shots. He also had the lone goal on a lone man rush. Great job, Lupul. My hustle of the night goes to Nikolai Kulemin, who was just pretty sound defensively as per usual tonight. Also, he made a few nice passes and carried the puck out of the zone a couple of times. He also led the game in block shots and had a couple of hits tonight. The impact of the game has to be the Bruins' power play. Usually the Leafs' best attribute was their biggest flaw tonight. Of course, their MVP of the PK, Jay McClement, was on the ice for neither of the 2 goals. It's tough, especially when he's not on the ice Leafs don't even have Bozak or Bolin to fall to because they're both injured right now. So you got to have the other guys to fill in right now, and that's tough. That was obviously the biggest impact of the game and gave the Bruins the win tonight. My recommendations. Other than Leafs changing up the D pairings, which they still need to, I think the Leafs need to have a better option on the offense, and that's getting a good point shot on net with traffic. The Leafs don't really have that, especially on the power play. They keep on looking for the backdoor play or the side of the net or the tip-in kind of play. They need to find that point shot, and that means getting Phaneuf or Franzen or Gardner a better lane to find and get that shot through and getting somebody in front of net and looking for the rebound. That means, putting maybe two defensemen back on the point and just cycling it into one of their options and doing that and creating a little bit of interference, just a tad, to get that defenseman a good open point shot through the blocker and getting somebody in front of net to screen the goalie or look for the rebound. And that's what the Leafs need to do to get offense from the defense and just more options offensively. Again, if you have any questions for Leafscope, tweet Leafscope or email leafscope@gmail.com. Again, thanks for watching and see you all next time.
Leafscope, Leafscope.